Oh my God, he's back. It's been 84 years.
Yeah, I'm alive.
We just fucking grabbed him out of the war zone that is life. Um,
And
bro,
work and birthdays and all that stuff.
bro, Thurman. You gotta try harder. I'm gonna bring 120% of the energy, but I need like a good 40% from you.
Well, it's gonna be there.
All right.
You guys will know I'm not a morning person at all. Even if I get a good amount of sleep, I hate waking up.
He hates waking up. You're gonna be real happy when you die then.
Oh yeah.
The ultimate not waking up.
I hate when my breath fucking like stinks. Like when you don't have to smell your breath, you can just feel it, right?
Oh yeah, there's just a pungentness to it. You can feel the acidity in your mouth. Like there's some bacteria fucking in my mouth right now.
It's like your Godzilla, bro. That fucking reminds me of that meme though. It's just like
Well, I know Thurman, as you are the #1 kisser in the multiverse, you better get that mouth sorted out, bro.
Oh, bro, I know. I gotta keep my title right. I heard that shit a while, bro. Holy shit.
Now, here's what I want to bring up. Speaking of the #1 kisser in the multiverse, and I imagine if you had your pick of who in One Piece you want to kiss right now, it'd be Yamato, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's my fucking seamless segue over to Yamato, bro.
Being
I
gay
gotta
for
say,
Yamato.
what's up?
Being gay for Yamato over here.
You gotta talk a little louder. I can't hear you.
Being gay for Yamato over here.
Absolutely. We're I don't know if you guys heard, we're officially gay now, both of us, because we're both attracted to Yamato, who is a man, in fact. You cannot change this.
It's so funny too. I'm just like well, I don't know if you saw what I retweeted on Twitter about the Yamato and
there was like a thread of people just like arguing incessantly over the genders.
Yeah, bro. If you were on that thread, it just shows you how many people does not deserve to read One Piece, like, at all.
It's like, to me, it's as simple as, like, if a motherfucker says they're this thing, then sure, they're the thing. Like, that's all you really need. Like,
yeah.
I don't care. Like if someone came up to me and was like, you know what, man? I'm a fucking tree. I'd be like, all right, I don't really get it, but, like, you're a tree, bro. I got you.
Honestly, you know what's going to happen, too? This solidifies me thinking that Yamato's just gonna join the crew, right? All he has to do is just meet Ivanko. That's it.
Yo, bro. That would be so. Like the big controversy with Yamato, and one of the reasons people can't like decide on if he's like a official trans character or not, is because they're like, well, with Kiku, biologically male but says I'm a woman at heart. That's a genuine trans character. The concern with Yamato is she really like someone who wants to be a man for the sake of being a man, or is it just the Odin obsession, right? Like that's a fair point to make, I guess. But I do think I have a feeling that if she met Eva and and he was like, oh yeah, I can make you a man, and her whole thing is like, I want to get to as close to as Odin as possible, he'd probably take that offer.
Yep. So.
Do you realize the thirsty fanboys would be so salty about that?
I thought about it. It's just like, this me, Ivanko. You have a literal character who can turn you.
It's so good.
And that all solidifies that. How is he gonna be able to meet Ivanko?
Bro, that'd be fucking wild. I would love that so much. Like,
it's just sad because Luffy does know of someone who could turn you into a man or woman.
I know that there's a lot of theories that Sabo is gonna somehow play a part in this arc because I don't know if did you see the new One Piece opening? You know how they're notorious for spoiling shit for us.
I didn't see the opening yet.
So, dude, wild. They need to be stopped, as Trunks would say. Like, do you realize what they put in that fucking opening? They put Roger and Whitebeard clashing in the fucking opening.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wild.
They fucking now I kind of understand why people skip.
Oh, they also spoiled Jinbei coming back too in the opening.
Yeah, they took another L, bro.
Yeah,
they took a fat L.
But one of the other things that's in the opening, just like how last time there was like this weird thing where it was kind of like showing like, oh, Denjiro is obviously one of the scabbards, and it showed that before the manga readers even knew. In this one. Or in Kyoshiro, whatever. In this new opening, there's a weird shot of Sabo out of nowhere. And everyone's like, okay, wait a minute. what if? You know, because remember Kuma was up there in Reverie, and he was going up to, like, I gotta save Kuma. Kuma's being used as a slave right now because you remember he was like getting like people were literally fucking riding on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what if Sabo goes up to save Kuma? Shit gets wild. We heard that the Revolutionary Army and the like admirals were fucking fighting. And I can't take credit for this theory. This is from King of Lightning here. But like, what if they're fighting? Admirals come in, shit's getting dicey, and all of a sudden Kuma like last second fucking sends either Sabo or more of the Revolutionary Army to Wano. That's a hella crackpot fanfic theory, but I'm just saying.
That makes sense.
Cause now I want that Eva shit to happen, bro. Like like he just reaches like Sabo and Eva go to Wano. Boom.
That's because was she even there? I mean, he.
Well,
there.
no, because fucking there? What happened? I'm trying to think, because like there was something written about Sabo that made everyone be like, no, Sabo, and they were like crying and shit. But I suppose it could be written like the world doesn't know what Kuma's power is. Like just like when we first saw it at Sabaody, Luffy thought his crew was dead. So like I suppose from the perspective of like people writing the news, Warlord Kuma fucking boops fucking Sabo out of existence.
Oh yeah, because I know the real Kuma, even though he's technically like a robot now, he still has
he still has the bear paws.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It's very different take.
And maybe
sure.
like it's implied that there's still a bit in like there's a bit of his personality still left in his head that you could like probably like well it's not implied, but I'm like come on, it's still there somewhere. It's got to be.
Yeah, I definitely because they haven't because we still have the. They still haven't showed the Reverie flashback in the anime yet. So.
Well, actually, yeah, they have.
Oh, have they? Because the Act 1?
Yeah, remember. Well, the Reverie was before we even got to Wano. If you remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
It was in between. So. Oh, are you talking about the second one where they talk about like where everyone's reading the newspaper about like Vivi and Sabo and shit? Yeah, that one I don't think so yet.
And the Warlords abolishment and all that stuff.
Yeah. The anime actually just did the fight between Zoro and Kamazo, who's actually killing kids, which was a really good fight. But they went hard on the animation.
Oh yeah, that should look good. I saw clips of that.
See, man, I'm telling you, that's why anime's worth it. That's why anime's still worth it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, moving on to this chapter, I gotta say, I'm fucking dead. I am so fucking happy that those explosive cups were real.
Oh my god.
That shit fucking killed me, bro. Because, like, Oda was doing so good at making me genuinely wonder if they were real or not. Because he kept mentioning, like, well, maybe they're not. And I was thinking back to, like, the Sanji shit. Like, where they were fake there. And I was like, Oda, are you really going to do this? And so, like, Luffy goes full Rayleigh. It was such a cool scene to see him, like, do that, like, slow, you know, concentrate, breathe, scrunch, whips that shit. And then, and then Yamato's like, Dad, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, he literally was going to kill. I can't believe that cop grew. Like he was really going to kill. That's actually really funny.
It's like the way that Yamato kept
think of him as a
about
father.
Was like, you know, I know he just wants to psychologically keep me here in the island. I don't really think that they're explosive, but there's that like 1% chance worry in my head that maybe they are, but like they're probably not. He's just like trying to keep me here with fear, and then they actually explode, and he's like, "Fuck, Jesus."
Yo, that's wild too.
That really be changing my perception of Kaido. It was funny because like 3 weeks ago, there was all those memes about how Kaido's like actually like the greatest father in One Piece because he respects his son's pronouns. Kaido will respect your pronouns, but he will 100% put bombs in your wrist and not let you leave.
He's still a pirate, bro. See, he's so morally ambiguous. It's weird.
It's so good. I love it. And like funny. Even in this chapter, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, we know that Yamato really could have taken the good things off, but he really was going to. That's wild, bro. More solidifying the fact that he is going to join the crew. Yeah, I will die on this hill. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't give a shit. But I'm
that's
still
fine. Die on many hills. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention. Moving on from that, with Kaido being more morally ambiguous and shit. He even like straight up gives Momo like a chance to live. He's like, listen, like I think he knows it's like he's obviously like I think almost he's got to know that's actually Odin's kid, but he's like he's trying to like test his courage. Like, okay, man, like if you're just a sniveling little kid, I'm not gonna kill you. That'd be fucked. But like if you want to fucking die, like again, die on this hill of like if you really want to fucking stick to your pride and be like, yep, I'm Odin's son. They're like, all right, well we can't have anyone fucking related to Odin alive right now. So I like that he gave that chance, and it's funny too because like when he fucking says his name, Kaito's got this look of shock, like, I'm really gonna have to fucking kill this kid. Grabs his club, like, fuck, I'm gonna have to bash in this child's brains on stage.
Oh yeah, it's wild. He is.
I love Kaito. He's so interesting.
Just look at the size difference between Momo and fucking Kaito. That shit's fucking wild.
Absolute chonkster.
Jeez, man, Jesus.
Are you looking at when he's like holding him up?
Yeah,
in the flashback.
Bro, like imagine like in real life, bro, just like getting your fucking hand choked by someone who's like at least like
wrap his pinky around your fucking throat.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. Momo's whole body is like Kaito's head.
Oh my god. So let's move on here. So remember, I think it was either last week or whatever, but I talked about how I think maybe Odin's men would have some sort of like pride and fight back, but Oda shot that shit down.
Yeah, it was so good. He was like, all right, I'm gonna count down from 5. 5. No, it's fine.
Like, see, like he was like the fucking ninja dude was like, I'm at your beck and call. Like the samurai such a beck and call, and then like Higuro's like, what the fuck? Do you guys have no pride?
Yeah, it's funny how Higuro too is like, he's like mad that because like he doesn't like any of these people, but he's still like, fuck all of you. And I have a feeling that has a lot to do with like if they had a better leader, like if Odin was their leader or someone that commanded respect, treated them with like respect, I feel like it'd be a whole different story. Like if your leader was someone like noble, honorable, someone you wanted to fight for, that's a whole different story. I almost guarantee the reason that they have like no honor, no pride here is because their goddamn leader's Orochi. Like who the fuck are you really gonna die again? That's the theme of this video, dying on that hill. Are you really gonna die on the hill of Orochi? Yeah, I'm Orochi. I've got to bring in Tekking 101's Orochi voice. Like, nah, rub my feet. No. Like, bring me more women. Like that's. I'm not dying for that fuck. Like, that's my reasoning. Like, it's not even a pride thing. I feel like any other leader, they'd be like, yes. But like, no one liked Orochi. We saw in the beginning of the fucking arc. Like, all of his men would shit talk him behind his back. Like, fucking Orochi's a psychopath. He's such a pussy.
Yeah, they're like, whew, and like, poor Shogun Orochi.
Yeah, they're like, poor, rest in peace. Anyway.
Yeah, everyone's just like, whew, well, we're being pirates now.
Hey, man, working for one of the strongest pirates in the sea. Ain't a bad gig.
Yeah, so.
So did they off-screen fucking Kanjuro here? I still feel like there's some susness. There's something sus going on. I don't know. No,
like they obviously they feel bad for it too, but it's just like they literally like fought like a few samurai, like fucking bopped him. Like there's no way.
Like so easy.
Like there's no way.
I don't trust it.
Unless your theory is correct, it was just like once he heard that Orochi was dead, he lost all will to live.
That's possible if he really wants to go that way.
Even then, it's just like, look.
But there's no way. There's no way. Let me put it this way: there's no way both of them are dead. I can accept one of them being dead. There's no way in hell both of them are dead off screen. That's literally would just be Oda. Like, oh, remember all those Wano plot lines I was setting up? Fuck that shit. It's Kaido only now. Kaido time. 100% Kaido.
I can see Oda being like, well, fuckers, you guys wanted deaths? Here's deaths.
Yeah, but that's dumb. There's so many other characters that have had like, oh my god, you don't set up characters. No, that's so stupid. I don't even have the brain power to like refute that claim.
Twitter be all over that shit. Finally, a One Piece death. Yeah.
The One Piece death I want is a character that's been around for a long time, served their purpose, and now they're just kind of like hanging around for no fucking reason. Neither of these characters have served their purpose. They have like so many arcs to play out, especially Orochi. You know how many motherfuckers want to take his head? That's why I really like the theory that he's gonna have like 8 heads, as you would. I mean, we already know that he's got 8 heads, right, in that form. And like each person that has like a grievance with him is gonna get to behead one of them. So like Zoro's gonna get a head, Hiyori's gonna get a head, Momo's gonna get. They're gonna hand Momo the fucking butter knife, and he's gonna get a head.
That's so funny. If they both really stay dead, I would laugh so hard.
That'd be funny as fuck. I mean, it'd literally just be Oda be like, yeah, fuck Wano. Fuck Wano. We're on that. This is the Kaido's arc now. Wano what? Wano who? Nah, fuck that shit.
I mean, because you already know fuckers are like, it's gonna be like a 50-50. Fuckers gonna be like, wow, it's actually really bad writing. They quickly. Others would be like, stop complaining. You guys want a death, now we have one.
And others would be like, it's actually a subversion of our expectations, and therefore it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
if you really want to mad lat it, imagine next chapter all the scabbards die too, and then we literally just get rid of all Wano influence, and it just becomes the Kaido arc.
Kaido arc.
Like what? Like in 5 chapters, we're gonna forget Wano ever happened.
If there is, the fight's gonna move to another place. So,
I'd like that, but no, you can't. That would make Wano such a waste of fucking time. That'd be like if like everything that happened in Water 7 was completely ignored in Eni's lobby. That'd be like if like I'm trying to think of like every character. Okay, so like if Frankie and the entirety of the Frankie family, if every other Galela carpenter, and like just like everyone from Water 7 just died. And like the old lady, the little girl, the train blows up and sinks into the sea, and it's like, this is Eni's lobbies now. Eni's lobby. We don't talk about Water 7. That'd be weird. So no, I have a feeling, I'm almost positive that Orochi and fucking Kanjiro are pulling some 4D chess shit. Like I don't think Orochi probably planned for it. It could be possible, like you said. I think if you want to have one dead, I'm okay with Kanjiro being dead. But like I think it'd be funny if it was a situation where Orochi, not knowing how his devil fruit worked, is like, oh fuck, I'm alive. But like Kanjiro, thinking he's dead, just let himself get killed. So it's like, ha! You let yourself get killed for nothing, fucking dumbass.
Yeah, it's man. We'll see, man. Like I said, it would be them off-screening him would be so funny. I mean, anime is gonna fucking show the fight.
Oh yeah, give it a sweet ass fight. That's one of the things I keep hearing about. Like one of the complaints I keep hearing about with the One Piece manga as of late, and I kind of agree with it, is that it seems like he's pacing his manga with the anime in mind. Like it feels like the manga is just like a necessary like thing he has to make just so the anime can finish it.
Honestly, we talked about this like a year ago. We know why. My man's health isn't doing so great.
He's tired, bro.
As of late, got better. He hasn't really made any complaints.
I think this arc's been pretty well paced. Yeah.
Like he hasn't. Like we haven't seen any like sort of like doctor's notes or him saying.
Oda fucking instead of a chapter, Oda ships in a doctor's note. Yeah, Manga Stream translates it.
We haven't been seeing any worrying author comments in the past like year or so. So like clearly he's doing something right. I don't know if he stopped smoking, if he's getting some better sleep.
I know he was talking about wanting to, and like he wanted to start like running like every day too.
I'm shocked his wife doesn't force him to do that shit.
You think anyone can force Oda to do anything?
Yes, his wife. Hello.
No. We've discussed the power dynamic. Oda's a top.
Well, honestly, what if they're both a top? It's like a Beyblade.
How do you fuck like a Beyblade? Just constantly fucking sparking up against my woman. Bring, 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 ding, ding.
Bro, there's a fucking reason why she stayed with Oda so long.
Where's my Beyblade hentai, by the way? I want a Beyblade with titties and a vagina and a Beyblade with a dick, and just like they're still tops, but they just like have these genitalia on them, and then you spin them around and just like hope that will they connect? Will the penis go in?
So that's how a top fucks a top. The joke is
do a barrel roll.
The joke is it's just like every so often they switch roles. Like I think the joke is more funny towards lesbian women too who have sex. Because I don't know if you saw Harley Quinn. Have you seen Harley Quinn?
Yeah, the show, the animated show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it. I've seen like the first season, bro.
Oh, season 2. So may I spoil something?
Sure.
Okay,
do her and Poison Ivy fuck?
Yeah.
Good.
spoilers 221. So in the second season, like the second to last episode, right? When Dr. Psycho shows them fucking, right? Not like fucking, not like boobs and shit.
Implied,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, implied, right? You see it, them kissing and shit, take off their clothes. They switch from like going top, right? So when they first like do like the romantic like laying down on the bed, Ivy's on top, and then like 2 seconds later, Harley gets on top, right? And then it's like a switch like that, right? So I'm assuming it's like when they make the joke like two tops fucking like blades. I'm assuming it's like that. Like every like so often you guys just switch roles. Like you guys are fighting to be on top, so you guys like switch. If that makes sense. You can't see my hands, but I'm like doing it right now.
That's so great because I was definitely imagining you doing hand motions.
So it's like that. Everyone knows.
I get you. That seems like a lot of work. Like just constantly like, I'm on top now. I'm on top now. No sex will get done.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people, especially like lesbian women who are like.
Man, here's the thing, Thurman. Like your ass gets fucking winded getting up off a chair. Like you think you're gonna be doing that shit?
I'm going to the gym, bro.
I'm so proud of you, and that's one of the reasons I want to get in shape. Like, how are we gonna have like hardcore hentai level sex if we can't if we're not in shape? Like,
I that, bro.
I want to be able to pull that move off where you're like. Where you like lift the girl up and like face her outwards and like walk up to a window.
It's so funny too because I'm just like,
you know what I'm talking about? Where they're like fucking the girl, but like they're holding her. Like that's impressive.
Maybe how long you last depends on how long stamina you have, bro.
I mean, that's like, definitely part of it.
That's just like I need some stamina. Like that's the one thing I'm worried about. Like I'm like after like 3 pumps, I'm like.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, see, like that. If anything is gonna convince you and motivate you to like work out more, it's that shit, man. Like, also make sure you're being careful with the Rona because like that shit does like permanent lung damage. So you want to talk about stamina issues? If you get Rona, you're gonna be fucked for life.
Oh yeah, I heard they did that. It's long time after effects, bro.
That's one of the reasons I'm being extra careful now.
If that doesn't scare you, that
yeah, if that doesn't get you to wear a mask, you're actually either a monster or you're dumb.
Ooh, so yeah, so
back to One Piece.
Back to One Piece, bro. See, I miss these videos, man. It's great.
Right? And this is why you were like, oh, let David do it. I was like, but then I wouldn't be able to enjoy my company with you, friend.
Yeah, we just had a whole conversation about top sex. Yeah, I'm very open sexually. Y'all should know this.
Cringe. I'm cringing because, like, listen, man. Like, you can't be a virgin and come out and say, I'm very open sexually.
I am. I'm just very open. Like,
I'm so open. I keep just, like, offering it to randos on the street and no one accepts.
No one accepts. Bro, that's wild.
Remember when you hit on the fucking parking meter chick at the con?
Hit on her. I was just going to say she was pretty, and then you got mad at me for it.
No, because... Bro, okay, I want the comments. I want the take on it. And maybe this is because he lives in fucking Vegas, California bullshit, and we're up here in, like, good old Michigan. So maybe that's the difference, okay?
No, bro.
Well, hold on. Let me fucking tell the story. I need you guys' thoughts on this, okay? So we're leaving the fucking parking garage, okay? It's literally just the person that, like, takes your ticket so you can pay for, like, the parking. Just a woman in a booth and like... Never met this woman before in our lives. It's just a woman doing the parking. And then so I'm just giving her my card. He leans over from the passenger side and he's like, by the way, you're very beautiful. And it's like, yes, I get it. That's nice. What'd you say? How'd you say it? Go.
I never said anything. I was telling you.
No, you 100% said. No, you did. You said it.
No, you didn't say that.
Yes,
I didn't say
What did you say? That you said something. What was it?
I told you guys.
No, you absolutely spoke to her.
No. How much you want to bet? You can only ask Call Andy right now and tell him. I never said it. Because you were like, don't say that, you'll embarrass, you never said it. Never said it.
All right, fine. I could have sworn. Either way, though, to me, I get that it's nice. I know where you're coming from. But, like, you got to have a couple more interactions but with a person before you jump to, like, a compliment about their appearance, right? Because, like, that to me comes off as shallow if the first thing you say is about their appearance.
So my thing was... And I have people who agree with me. Nothing wrong with giving somebody a compliment. In fact,
yes, but
giving somebody a compliment actually could make someone's day. You never know how bad someone's day is, and it all depends on how you do it. Like you walk up to a chick and be like, slap her ass and be like, hey, "Fuck, yeah," like no, bro, like calm the fuck down. But if you just come and say, hey, I think you're very pretty, and then like I'll be like, oh, thank you,
Braver
like
man than I. How have you not gotten laid yet, bro? Like the only reason I've not gotten laid is because I'm so paralyzed with fear to even like speak to a femoid. Not really. I'm over exaggerating. I can speak to them, but I can't like take that next step of like, hey, let's do a romance.
Twitter has kind of solidified the. I feel like everything I do is just toxic masculinity. So it's I'm just like no joke, bro.
No,
like,
Thurman, genuinely, you are good at being self-aware. You're a lot more self-aware than a lot of like dudes. So
it just feels like, and that's one of the reasons why I just like it. Like Twitter people, like Twitter SJWs and feminazis don't realize like their comments like kind of harmful for people, especially like some people like with men who have like mental illnesses. I'm not saying I still have to get the brain scan, but I feel like
like a genuine goddamn like MRI.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not normal. Like I've told Red and David, I don't feel like I'm normal than the average person.
Therapy, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's
I think stuff. So when I'm a person who likes to take criticisms into account when it comes to the things, because I never want to be like those shitty men that we see, right? So like when I see like these Twitter posts and Facebook posts and all this stuff of like all these women complaining about men, I'm just like I kind of
understand it from their perspective at least. They do take it too far though. Yeah.
I put myself in their shoes. I'm just like, do I do that? Like
right.
But do I like? And it's like some of them are like so toxic and like they complain about the smallest stuff, and like I know.
But like to them, it might be something that bothers them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Now, see where they lose me and they lose all sympathy is when they make these blanket statements like all men. This isn't it crazy how men are just toxic? You know what I mean? Like when they make these blanket statements, that pisses me off.
And so, like, I think of that. I'm just like, oh shit, now I have to worry about doing this because even if it's like it's small, like some women don't like it. See, it's just like very makes me overthink. So it's just like,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with overthinking as long as you don't like ruin your life over it. I mean,
it's just like
if you want some advice from an actual femoid, one of my best friends, Deanna, she was talking about how, in her opinion, the best way to like start a compliment is to make sure it's not about their appearance but rather something that they can like more control. So like she was talking about like instead of complimenting just the beauty in general, compliment something that they're wearing. Say their shoes are awesome, or their dress looks nice, or their earrings are cool, or that hat is great, or if they're reading a book, oh, you got great taste, something that from her perspective, that's what she's oh my god, my throat. It's not Corona, I don't think. I keep checking my temperature. Anyway, I've had a shitty throat lately. Anyway, what she has always said to me is that, like, compliment less about the actual appearance and more about, like, a choice that they've made, because then that connects with them better and they feel like it's less just about something they can't control. It's just like, oh, cool, another compliment about the body I was born with that I didn't really do anything to enhance or anything. Instead, a clothing item or something more about their personality. That's what I've been told is a better opening compliment.
Yeah.
And that's from a real fembot. Okay. I like these, by the way. I unironically love these fucking dumb names for women.
Fembot, bro.
Femoid.
Where'd you get those names from? Probably
there's a political YouTuber I watch named J-Rag who one of his videos he was making fun of incels, and like he has a video called "I'm an alpha Chad who slays Mad Poon," and the joke is the whole video is talking about like, this is how you do it. You gotta walk up confidently, stare her directly in the eyes. It engages her animal chakras, and then you say something confident, something bold like, "I demand sex. Please give it to me, femoid."
Sounds so grand.
Oi! Silence the shit.
Yeah, it's a waifu chat. Marcos.
Hold on, I gotta get it.
Yeah, I need it for an hour.
I can't do it justice. Hold on, I'm just gonna get to the end of that video. All right.
Chad that slays Mad Poon. You know it. I know it.
Hold on, I'm gonna skip to the end.
Crush.
Here we go. Wait.
I demand sex. Please give it to me. Femoid.
Watch his videos. He's amazing. But yeah. So like, I imagine that it just gets like overly obnoxious for women just to be constantly fucking like, and also like imagine like if out of 100 interactions, like 75% of them are like a guy, instead of just being nice and saying like you're beautiful, taking it to a level and making it something like, oh, you sexy, you hot, or doing the cat calling or the whistling. I imagine that like even if then you get a good one, your mind is immediately thinking of the previous bad experiences and it just makes you a little uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like those are the things we got to think about.
Yeah, I do think though. I do think there's nothing wrong with complimenting someone's look though. This is how you do it.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well,
for sure,
I hope you guys were looking for some fucking side tangents. Oh, finally, I just got a big chunk of goop out by clearing my throat. Hopefully that's better now. Anyway, I hope you guys were missing the side tangents because we in with them. So there's a lot more things to talk about, believe it or not. We'll speed through them though. Well, not speed, but reasonably fast. So we finally do. We were talking about like Nami and Carrot and where they were in relation to Big Mom. We see in this chapter she's got homies holding them down, but fucking Shinobu is still out and about doing some shit. So I imagine Shinobu, while the Red Scabbards are fighting Kaido, Shinobu's gonna be the one to go up there and try to like untie Momo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So as we see that, everything's kind of laying down in place now. We see a full panel of like the.
Can we talk about that final fucking attack on Kaido?
Topi Robo. We can get there. Leading up to.
Oh, okay. You go first.
The performance stage, Usopp and Chopper's coming in.
Yeah, so everything it is kind of feeling like remember the lead up in Water 7 to like the point where we had that spread where all of the Straw Hats were standing there facing off with the CP9. It does feel like everyone's kind of converging now, and like you said, Chopper and Usopp coming in, as well as like. Sanji's somewhere fucking invisible with that stealth black shit. Like, Sanji's creeping around. My boy! I'm so fucking waiting, bro.
Here with Beppo, we see Kid is he
Kid's straight up strangling a dude. He's like...
Yeah, I was like, I thought that was, what's his name? Apu for a second, but...
No, it's some random guy.
We see Zoro, finally.
Yeah, Zoro looks beaten the fuck up, though. He's been struggling.
Yeah,
They're struggling against no-name scrubs, bro. Like, it's so not looking good.
And then, and then we see Momo do his thing.
Dude, that was actually, we can't skip by that. That was a good thing. I love that because, like, this was I like that he was influenced by Luffy's, like, I'm going to be king of the pirates thing. And this flashback we see to, like, Momo's, like, dragon form feet in Luffy's mouth. That's actually from chapter 701. A lot of people were talking about it on Twitter, where when they first docked down at Dressrosa, they were having an argument where Luffy was like, yeah, I'm going to be the Pirate King. And he was like, why? You're always saying that shit, but, it doesn't mean anything. You haven't done it yet. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm saying, you know what I mean? And so, like, it looks like Momo was inspired by Luffy's drive to say that. So I thought that was cool as well.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's just definitely interesting. A name that means second to none.
Good for. I mean, Momo's having. It was a very emotional moment. I think the line that really got me, and I did genuinely get a little emotional here. And that's even as someone who, like, I'm not a big Momo fan. He's never been like a character I've super liked. But the one that got me was, "Father, mother, I wanted to be a man worthy of facing you in the afterlife." That shit got me because, like, I do think about that kind of shit too. My mind, sometimes I think about like really dark hypothetical scenarios. One of the ones is I don't remember which one it was, but there was a school shooter at one point who was going around basically asking like religious kids to denounce their faith, and if they wouldn't, he'd shoot them, right? So he'd go up to Christians and just kind of toy with them, would be like, hey, do you believe in God? And like basically like shoot them if they said yes. And that kind of like hypothetical always fucking terrifies me because I think about like obviously my base instinct would be to survive, but then like in the afterlife would I be shunned or shamed? You know what I mean? And like so like I felt that like from Momo here where he was able to like be brave and he's like fully expecting to die here. He's like, fuck it, like I'd rather my parents be proud of me for not like shunning their name just to like get some cheap survival. That got me. I thought that was a cool little line there.
Oh, bro, that's dark, man. I feel you.
Right? I gotta respect, by the way, respect the drip here. Izo fucking shooting the sword out of King's hand. Yes!
Oh, yeah, bro.
I was seeing some great tweets. People were like, that wouldn't have happened to Katakuri.
So, now that... So, they're actually below the stage. It's actually funny. They're actually below it. Right here. That's interesting.
What do you mean?
Like they were below the stage. Luffy and
Yeah,
Yamato
they're
were,
down, and then Kaido's about to fall from the top.
yeah. So they're like, he was really going to kill me, which is fucking hilarious. And then I like how Luffy's just like, we're not the ones who's going to start this battle.
Oh yeah, Luffy had a fucking cool ass moment where he's literally like, that's some maturity from Luffy. The fact that he's like sitting there and letting the Scabbards get the first hit, because the Scabbards, it's so much more personal than it is for Luffy. Luffy really doesn't. Besides the Tama shit, Luffy has no like real vendetta against Kaido. Like there's no like, it's not like this like CP9 like so different. Where like you fucked with our crew. That's a whole different story. You know, whereas this, it's like I'm mostly just beating you. You know, yeah, you've pissed me off with some of the shit you've done, but mostly it's because I want to be the king of the pirates, so I have to beat you just by like, you know, proxy essentially, or by default. So, like, I like that Luffy is kind of like, you guys are a lot angry at him. Do your thing.
So, yeah, they're all going for blood, right? So they all attacked...
Well, so you have, if you look, Izo and Kawamatsu are fighting King. And then it looks like Inu and maybe Kiku are, like, you got two of them on each side holding off his calamities. You know, Jack, Queen, and King. And then, like, the middle ones are all going towards Kaido.
Thunachi.
Well, does comprehension have to come in and smack your ass right now?
Probably not.
So there was a thing, if you remember, Zoro was teaching Momo, you know, to say snatch every time, you know, when you swing your sword, say snatch, and they were like, well, that's an ancient Wano thing. Like, how would he know about that? And basically, like, the actual translation of that is snatchy. So, like, it's basically like an old school Wano samurai war cry.
Oh, snatchy!
Yeah, and it's basically like kamikaze, right? Like it's a cry you say when you're throwing everything into the attack and not like an attack that's like gonna be, you're throwing everything into it, like not even expecting to live afterwards.
Oh, okay, makes sense. All right.
Basically like a suicide bomb. Like they're okay dying here as long as they can take Kaido with them, type shit.
Ooh, yeah, so they're like, ain't no time for drinks, so here it is. It's official.
So, like, what's cool about this chapter is it's, up until now, like, you know, obviously they've made a ruckus, but, like, there's still kind of been this, like, we're sneaking, not everyone in the party knows shit's going on. Now, there's no doubt about it. Like, now shit's officially on, everyone knows it's a war, there's no, like, sneaking around bullshit. There's no some people know, some people don't. Everything, it's all kicking off now.
Oh, it's so hot. This ain't no bullshit, bro. There's no running. There's no hiding.
Yes, and they're right here. Like, Kaido's literally about to fall right in front of... I can only imagine he's about to fall, like, right where Luffy's at.
Oh, this is so high, bro. Like, this is... for the next few chapters of One Piece, this should be nothing but fights, bro.
Oh, yeah. The fire is coming. And by the way, I don't know how long Oda's gonna, like, blue balls us before we get, like, the inevitable fucking Sabaody-esque fucking destruction. Like, the Straw Hats were completely annihilated this day. Like it's gonna happen. And, like, it's just a matter of how long. Like, is he gonna... At this point, if you're Oda, and you're sitting here at chapter 986, can you stretch out for 15... Like, do you want to make chapter 1000 the one where, like, all the Straw Hats get fucked?
Oh my god, bro.
Can we stretch this out for 15 chapters of, like, attempting to win before they get annihilated?
This is what my hero should have been.
Oh, yes.
Bro, yes. We're retiring Salting the Promised Neverland on Dr. Stone. Now it's time to flex for One Piece on My Hero.
You know what's replacing My Hero is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Bro, My Hero fans are wild. And bro, Twitter, I don't know if you guys follow Twitter, but I've been battling My Hero fans like
Thurman has taken up the very noble mantle of battling the My Hero fans.
Bro, My Hero fans. I love My Hero, but My Hero fans are fucking clowns. They literally think that the war arc is better than everything in Jump.
You know, they're the new gen DBZ fans, right? Like legit, not kidding. This is the new gen DBZ. Like every gen has to have like the group of people that watch like one anime and think it's like the peak fiction.
Like I thought it was Demons, but Demons.
No. Demon Slayer is more of like, so there's like two crowds. There's like the mainstream, like there's a couple anime that like get into like mainstream. So like One Punch Man was a big one. One Punch Man, like motherfuckers that don't know what anime is know what One Punch Man is. It got that big, right? Demon Slayer kind of became one of those where like Ninja, the fucking streamer Ninja, was randomly like, oh, this is the best anime I've ever seen, and it's like, how many anime have you seen? Just this. But My Hero Academia is a bit like deeper, where it's like, it's not the people that don't even know what anime is. My Hero Academia is like one level deeper, where they know what anime is and they know it's anime, but they only watch like 3 anime. And it's like this and like probably like DBZ and like one other thing.
So My Hero is a DBZ of this
100%.
generation. And Demon Slayer is a Naruto of the generation. That's wild.
I'm not as confident about that comparison, but like 100% My Hero is like the DBZ.
I'd say so, because using like the fan bases to an account, like Naruto fan bases are not as loud as DBZ, but they're there.
Just as annoying.
So it's just like they're just as toxic as DBZ, thinking like they're animes, like, but like they're the ones who are loud when it comes to saying that their series is better than everything else, and they always think everything's a copy of Naruto, right? So like, so I can see like anything with a demon in it, like they're gonna be like, oh, they copy Demon Slayer. Anything with swords in it, oh, they copy Demon Slayer, right? So it's just like Demon Slayer and My Hero fans go at each other's necks all the time. And then while like Black Clover is definitely the Bleach of it, because at first I thought Bleach fans were cancer. Now I think about it, I really feel like Bleach got the short end of the stick when it came.
There's some cancer there. They're the least cancer though. But there's definitely like there is a subsection of Bleach fans that are like really salty about how it like got a quick ending. The anime just until recently, like it wasn't finished. So like we kind of felt like we did get a shit end of the stick. But like some people took it in stride. Some people were like, you just don't understand how good Bleach is. Like we're over here and we know this like hidden gem that no one else knows. Like there's definitely a subsection of cringe Bleach fans.
I've never really seen some in
James Hansen. Just look up James Hansen. Like I can't. Did you see I got his attention? It was so funny, so easy too. Like I just said some shit about like I literally just called him cringe. I said he was the Alex Jones of anime tubers for like collecting a bunch of fucking like Bleach fucking like obsessed wackos into his channel, and then he responded with something. And then I retweeted his response, and I was like, how to get James Hansen's attention immediately. And then he fucking clearly was embarrassed because he deleted his response.
So I was just like,
I know I've mentioned that before, but I don't care. It's my crowning achievement.
Yeah. So if we're talking about like old anime, like My Hero's the Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer's the Naruto, Black Clover's the Bleach, because they got the turn of the stick. I don't know what the One Piece is yet, so that's too remain to be seen. But
yeah, the One Piece would have to be something that's like really well written, like objectively like the best written out of like the group, but like doesn't get as much attention at first, but then later gets a cult following.
Oh, so Chainsaw Man.
Maybe, but Chainsaw Man isn't going to be that long. Like,
or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Maybe.
Yeah, but you know,
if Jujutsu Kaisen goes for like 700 chapters plus, maybe.
I don't think so. I give it like 300, 400 max. But you know, like anyway, back to what the point of the tangent was just like, it's just so My Hero fans are just thinking like the war arc is like the best thing ever.
It's so not even that good. Like My Villain Academia was better. Easily.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's really good. Like this chapter of My Hero was good, but it's just like, it's just so cringe how they think like they think it's better than Wano.
Yeah, they literally scoffed. Thurman was like he listed all these great arcs, and he was like, this guy literally slipped in Wano like it was exciting. I was like, what? I was like, I'm sorry. Was there too much plot and characters for you? Was there too much like words, dialogue, memorable characters?
Bro, I should have put Hunter x Hunter in there. That way you had a reason to
Hunter x Hunter's not happening right now, unfortunately, so it wouldn't really work.
Shit.
Because they were talking about Horikoshi like carrying Jump, like solo carrying Jump, and like they had like a picture of Horikoshi like carrying the planet.
Bro, another one he fucking tagged me into is this Horikoshi carrying a rock, and the Jump was the rock just because of the current chapter. I'm just like, but Wano in the Spade Kingdom is better. Even the Chainsaw Man chapter was better.
Chainsaw Man easily claps everything My Hero's done in the last like 300 chapters.
Bro, it's so funny.
Wait, is that the whole series? That might be the whole series.
It
still does. This still does.
we're gonna I actually have to make a video about this.
Steel Ram's not gonna be happy about that, but Chainsaw Man easily claps My Hero.
Bro, like this is definitely gonna be another video because it's just crazy to me. Like, don't get me wrong, if My Hero is your favorite series, you think it's better than another series, that's fine. Like this is the same thing that I told Kid Taku. Kid Taku was trying to play the mediator.
Yeah.
So he was trying to pardon these My Hero fanboys over here.
Pardon them, like he's the fucking queen. Like I pardon you from.
like oh, yeah, they can believe that they can have their own series. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not gonna make fun of you for having a favorite series or thinking like something's better than another series or think or
it's
not
that
like
they belittled other series. Like you can have a favorite thing, but don't feel the need to belittle another thing to enjoy the thing you like. Now,
Like,
I say that as I've definitely just done that a couple times. So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not hypocritical because sometimes it's just funny. But like, is it not obvious that when I'm doing it, I'm not actually mad? I'm like memeing. Like these motherfuckers are like genuinely salty when they're doing it.
Yeah, so it's just crazy because at least like I told Kid Otaku, there are certain opinions that shouldn't really be like argued or contested, right? Like
there are certain opinions that are unacceptable.
Yeah, like
I actually agree with that, by the way.
Like if you
like climate change, if you don't believe in climate change, leave the planet,
like,
but also this channel.
There are some opinions that you really shouldn't have to argue. Like if I say like One Piece is my favorite series, like no one should be like, why, bro? There's so many better series better than One Piece. Oh my god, you have shit taste. Like no, like you're not. That's an opinion that doesn't really matter. That's just his personal preference. If he likes One Piece better than Dragon Ball Z, that doesn't matter whether or not he likes it more, whatever, right? Like, if you say like Naruto is better than Bleach, you can have that opinion. That is your opinion. However, get ready to argue that opinion because there's some people who disagree with you, right? So you can't complain and go on Twitter and be like, make a post saying Naruto's better than Bleach, and then have other people saying like, why do you think that? Why, when Bleach has better characters, blah, 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 and go make another tweet saying, oh, Bleach fans are so salty, bro.
I really don't understand the amount of people that, like, are surprised, like, cue surprised Pikachu meme here, like, genuinely surprised at the fact that, like, their hot takes get a response. Like, that's the point. Like, why did you post the thing if not for people to respond to it and see it?
Yeah,
it's like they just want to scream something to the ether but, like, not get any responses. It's wild. I don't understand.
I was saying to Kid Otaku, I'm just like, there are some opinions that don't require a response. Like, because I've seen a lot of people get upset because they say there's what their favorite anime is, what their top 10 anime is, or they like this anime better than the other anime, and have like legitimate reasons as to why, and then people attack them for like, no, that's not okay. Like I said, if it's something like along the lines of, hey, I think like I like Black Clover better than this, or like Fullmetal Alchemist better than this, and then you give like no hate to that series. I just prefer this series more. Just like how Red does. Red prefers Hunter x Hunter more than most series, and that's fine. It's not like Red saying like Red has his joking moments, but he doesn't seriously say like Hunter x Hunter is better than One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and you can't change my mind. Like he doesn't say that. He's just like, hey, I like Hunter x Hunter better for these reasons, and if you like Naruto, Bleach better than Hunter x Hunter, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, when I even had a conversation. I was on Discord with David with a bunch of fans yesterday. I don't remember his name, but he has like what I think is a Swedish accent. I love his accent; it's great. Anyway, he's one of our fans with the accent, and I was talking to him. I only bring up the accent so hopefully he knows that I'm talking about him. And I was talking. He tried to kind of troll me before I left. I was like, all right, you guys have anything to say to me before I fucking leave this call? And he was like, Killua's not the best character in Hunter x Hunter. And then I just wasn't in the mood for memeing, so I was like, all right, memeing aside, man, like, it's all subjective. Like, I and the example I brought up is Assassination Classroom. Like, I can look at Assassination Classroom, like, objectively and, like, analytically and be like, it's not like the most well-written thing in the world. It's not like perfectly crafted. I look at One Piece, that shit's crafted marvelously, almost flawlessly. I think Hunter x Hunter is the same way. But like Assassination Classroom, it's messy. It's not like a very tight story structure. He's kind of just doing Adventure of the Week for a while, and then randomly he's like, oh, let me add this important plot. It's I look at it and it's like, yeah, it's not like really well written at all, but like there's so much heart behind the characters and just something like spoke to me on a personal level. So with like that's a show where I can look at it and I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is like something that everyone objectively could look at and be like, that's a really well written show, but like something got me personally, and that's why it's like still in my top 10. That's just how fiction is. It'll speak to everyone differently. So yeah, and all memeing aside, that's my actual opinion. But when I'm memeing, you're a fucking troglodyte if you think anything's better than Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, and so that's when I was trying to get to him. It was just like, you have that, but if you make a claim, especially a claim that's saying Hero Koshi has been carrying Jump for the past year, you gotta expect opposition. Don't just be like, that's my opinion. No. If you claim something like that, it's basically saying that Hirokoshi is better than Tabata, Oda, Fujimoto, GG, Hunter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're going to have to be able to back up that claim. You're going to have opposition for it. You can't just say like a claim like that's putting down something else and expect someone just to take it and say, oh, that's his opinion. Yes, you're entitled to your opinion, but don't get upset if people find opposition to your opinion, because that's an opinion that can be argued.
Mm-hmm. By the way, a lot of these motherfuckers too, I guarantee you, if you were to like ask them to like rate the like most important shit to them in a story, art would be like top thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You give Horikoshi 2 weeks having like a bad fucking like wrist and his art's a little shittier, they'll turn on him quicker than you could even fucking imagine. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, you can say they can be entitled to their favorite series, but I mean, also you can't just sugarcoat them. You can't just let them off easy because it's their opinion.
Don't let them off easy. Anime opinions are the most important thing in the world.
Like, because I'm just like, you know, like I said, we've made hot takes before. Me personally, we don't like The Promised Neverland anymore. Like, that's an opinion. You can ask us why. We can tell you why. But you can be like it's like with Black Clover, right? Because perfect example, because I get this shit all the fucking time.
Should we every time move back to One Piece at some point, by the way?
I thought we finished One Piece. That's why we're on a tangent.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is all still in the video.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, let me finish.
Okay.
So basically, when it came to Black Clover, right? We all know how Black Clover started off and everything like that. And I don't care if you don't like my series. Like, I've seen memes about it. People have been trying to trigger me by saying they don't like Black Clover, how shitty writing it was, yada yada yada.
Yeah, but that's what fan bases do. They're gonna latch onto our character tropes and like make fun of them. But that's what's fun, you know. Just like any chance I get to, I like to make fun of like King of Lightning's like hatred of anything like cutesy, and like he hates Chopper, and I'm gonna fucking keep bringing it up.
Yeah, it's not even our fan base. It's just like in general. It's like outside of the videos and everything like that. It's like in general on Facebook and all that stuff, and people are like trying to trigger Black Clover fans. I'm just like, I don't care. If you really don't like Black Clover, you really hate it that much, that's fine. Like, I'm going to say something, like, if I see, like, a shitty hot take, in my opinion, like, you have if I see, like, a thing you hate dislike about Black Clover, and I see a take that doesn't make sense, or, like, a reason that doesn't really make sense, I'm going to say something, right? Like, it's in Hunter x Hunter. If someone, like, says they don't like the Chimera arc for something that's not even true, you're going to say something, right? And it's just like, at the end of the day, we could discuss about it, but that's still going to be your opinion. I'm just going to be like, hey, I'm sorry, but like I disagree.
The take that I always have to argue against because it makes no fucking sense to me. I've had people tell me they don't like the Chimera Ant arc because it was too much of a tone shift for the show, and I'm like, tone shifts are good. What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I see a lot of that Black Clover, but like it's like you be genuinely like Red's, 50-50 with it now. I just have to get him to read it more. But back then, like, once Red was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I don't like magic. I don't like the characters. I'm just like, that's fine, bro. Like, because I understand where he's coming from. If I don't like the characters in a manga, I really I'm not invested. And that's one of the reasons. The one thing Red has taught me reading manga is just like, if I don't like the characters, there's no point in me reading this.
Characters is everything, genuinely.
So when it comes to Black Clover, right, I'm just like, yeah, you can have your opinion. I don't care. If you hate it, that's fine. But if you make a negative like comment towards it and it doesn't make sense, I'm going to say something. You know, like if you made a post saying like, hey, no offense to Black Clover, like not that nice. But,
Thurman, you're going on a tangent. I think that you've probably finished the point and you're going into a circle. Can I continue with One Piece?
What can we talk about?
There's so much more. You are wild if you think we're done. Okay, so we have to talk about
that was the whole reason for the tangent. I literally went on the tangent. I thought we were done.
Okay, so Usopp, Chopper, we did talk about them, but we didn't talk about how Chopper is mentioning the Giants, right? So I'm thinking that Usopp and Chopper are gonna, in this fucking tank mech thing, fight some of the numbers.
Oh my! I literally forgot about the numbers. Holy shit,
bruh.
I really forgot about things.
And so people keep pointing out, and I'm so excited for this because my boy is Usopp, bro. Also, my other boy Sanji, come on, come back, Sanji. Anyway, so there's a line. Remember right before Sky Island when they saw like the big ass fucking shadows in the sky that they thought they were big ass giants?
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually remember that, or are you just saying? Mm-hmm?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I remember.
So one of Usopp's notorious lies, he looks to Chopper and he's like, I once fought 10 of those all by myself and took them down. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
So how many numbers are there, Thurman? There's 10 of them, Thurman. And there's a thing about Usopp's lies coming true. I'm thinking Usopp and Chopper fucking soloing these fucking giants in this robot. I'm so ready.
It's crazy because that's what they're actually look like. They're like in a drinking, like in a bar or something. And they did say that the giants like to drink, or the numbers like to drink.
Bro, please imagine just a moment. Like, I'm hoping that like Frankie can like send them the other half of the thing, because I know that Frank. By the way, speaking of that, Frankie and Brooke, where the fuck are they?
We don't know.
They have been MIA for like 15 chapters. It's kind of wild.
Frankie is crying because Brooke,
absolutely fucking cucked him.
I'm still mad about that shit. I'm so upset.
You know what that was too, because Oda is very, very staunchly no ships in his manga.
That's so annoying. That's so annoying. But that made it worse because now everyone's shipping Jinbei and Robin. Double-edged sword.
Oh, that's so good. But anyway, I'm telling you, bro, you give Frankie, or I'm hoping that Frankie, because remember in Zou, Frankie was like, I'm gonna make some weapons to take down Kaido and the Beast Pirates, right? I'm hoping that Frankie has like secretly developed, because like, and maybe this is, cause remember how they're like, oh, it's weird, Big Mom pushed a button and now it's like running on legs, right? What if like it's slowly activating like this new feature that like turns it into like a stupidly big like Mechazord-esque like huge ass mech?
Kind of like the Frankie.
Kind of, but remember that wasn't that big, right? I'm talking like, imagine if it got as big as one of the numbers, like genuinely like giant sized.
Oh, so you're talking about a kaiju fight?
Yes.
That'd be down, bro.
So like, imagine like Chopper could go down and control the legs, Usopp controls the arms, and then they're just going. Like, I need that shit. Because like every time Usopp's doing something, I think in my head, imagine the moment where he gets to go back to was her name Kaya, the girl that he has in his island waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
So like, imagine the moment where he gets to go back and he has all these stories to tell, and imagine where he can be like, bro, me and a talking magical reindeer were in a fucking huge ass mech and we fought 10 giant dudes with hordes on a skull island. It was fucking whack. And she's gonna be like, you and your stories. Like, no, I have fucking photo evidence.
Both of you to assume Kaya hasn't been fucked by now.
Oh, you think? You think she's not waiting for Usopp?
NTR story.
Oh, that's sad. No, she's definitely waiting, bro. We saw cover stories where she was like looking at his bounty and being like, can't wait. Waiting for some of that adventure cock.
I'm
telling you though, man. Like,
I'm just playing though, but yeah, it'll be nice if she waits though. It'll be great.
You really think she ain't gonna? That's wild. This isn't the real world where bitches are bitches.
I mean, both men and women.
I know. I'm just trying to be a joke. I
yeah,
that very clear.
Both genders.
First of all, bitch is a gender-neutral term. That's not obvious to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Literally, yeah. No, humans that can't fucking handle their sex drive, and that's what I hate. This idea that people, the amount of people that are like, oh, long-distance relationships can't work. Yeah, if you don't fucking love each other enough, maybe. You fucking kidding me? You weak fucks.
I'm like 50-50 on that. Like, if you're already in an established
that's your penis talking, buddy.
Like, if you're already in like an established relationship, like if I'm already dating you and you moved away to college, oh yeah, I'm fucking.
If we've loved each other for like 5 years, and then you're like, I gotta go do this like really important thing, or I'm going to the army for like I gotta serve for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I'd be sad 100%. As fuck. But if I was like, well, sorry, can't wait that long, gonna go find a like fuck that, that's some bullshit.
No. If we're already in an established relationship, then yeah, bro, I'm keeping that shit. Because at that point we're already in love.
Especially these days where like Skype exists, bro. Like.
Yeah,
you talk to them like every day.
But I'm not gonna like fucking like have like a PayPal, like have like a meet like a girl in like Korea and like have like a long distance.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to establish a relationship with the idea that eventually you'll be able to see each other for sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're already in an established relationship, married, whatever, then yeah, long distance relationship work because you guys, yeah, you know what you look like. You already had it.
Bro, we are hard on the tangents right now. Like, we literally just talking about Kaya, and then all of a sudden.
But but then like after that, but like if it's just like meeting someone online or like having long distance relationship, like how like some of the kids now like are doing it, then no.
Some of the kids now we're officially old.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see here.
Especially people on the internet, especially the kids who aren't really good like socially. They most spend their time on the internet, like talking to people like through like Discord or Twitter, and they have give through relationship through there. Like no, like that's not gonna work.
By the way, I love that Jack is like, fuck, the Mink Kings, they're alive, because last he remembered, they literally strung them up on like crucifixes. He cut off their limbs and then set off like one of Caesar's poison bombs.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I like that he's like, how the fuck are you guys alive?
That's actually, you know how long ago that was, bro? That shit's fucking wild.
That was the end of Dressrosa. In fact, Zoe was happening when I decided to fucking start catching up with the One Piece manga. That was around the time I decided to stop watching the anime and read the manga. And that would have been 2016, I would guess.
Yeah, I stopped watching the anime
around
volume. Whole Cake Island. Like I started.
Oh God, you really fucking sat through. God, ow! I fucking need my laptop. You really fucking sat through goddamn Dressrosa in the anime. That is unfortunate.
Dressrosa anime. That was a fucking treat to me.
But Dressrosa in the anime was like notoriously horribly paced.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. I was still in high school. I was just happy to finally get back into One Piece. Because I'm
a cuck.
I started watching. Yeah, I started watching.
Say again.
I got back to One Piece like a long time ago, and then I was after. I think I stopped after Water 7, and then I got back into it with Time Skip. Then I started watching from there. Still enjoyed it. I enjoyed Dressrosa. I really loved it. I don't know why people didn't like Dressrosa that much. I actually really enjoyed it.
Nothing wrong with Dressrosa. I just think the anime ruined it for me. I need to reread it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the Dressrosa movie.
Yep, 2016. I checked. It was 2016 was though.
She was fucking hilarious. And then I saw Zoe, and then I stopped. I kind of stopped watching the anime because I had too many people spoil the Whole Cake Island. So I was just like, fuck it.
You get spoilers every day, so you gotta fucking catch up with it. And then you still get spoiled. Cut to today, where you still get fucking spoilers, 2 days before the chapter comes out.
Yeah, it was almost worse back then, too, because it was just like every new chapter was just like a whole new thing. And I was just like, fuck, I'm just gonna catch up. So I started...
You know what it was for me? It was when fucking Sabo came back, that I saw it everywhere. Everywhere that Sabo was alive. And I was like, fuck it. I'm catching up with the manga.
Yeah, at that point, I was just catching up with it because I was just like, it was whatever. So I caught up with Whole Cake Island, and then that's when we decided to review it.
Yeah, our first review was like a couple chapters before the Katakuri fight ended. It was like I think it was when Big Mom was like chasing them, and there was that like big ass like tidal wave, and then Jinbei was like proving himself as the helmsman.
No, we were because I remember you were doing One Piece reviews by yourself. You reviewed the.
Yeah, I did the live reaction where Big Mom ate her fucking family.
Yeah, ate her family, and then after that we started reviewing. We have to go back. We have to go back to the playlist and look, but it's a long.
So I did end up privating a couple of the first ones because the audio was literally. I don't even know why we uploaded them. Like I couldn't hear us. It was bad.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that was we've gotten better, of course.
Oh,
but,
yeah, better is an understatement. We've gotten watchable. Like, you don't even know how it was like one of us would have good audio, and then your audio, and it was because our filming was so stupid. We just, like, recorded the audio from, like, the laptop with the cell phone. It was ridiculous. You sounded like you were, like, talking through a tin can 7 miles away.
Oh, yeah.
It was very dumb. So now the first one that I have on the playlist is the end of the Katakuri fight, because that shit's legendary. I had to keep that one up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've been at it for a while. It's
been good times. I guess final thoughts. This has been an hour and 3 minutes so far, this video.
Hey, good return video for me.
Yeah, it is. I like it. This end panel is fucking beautiful. I love that he's like. Also, we got to give major props to Nekomamushi for disarming Kaido.
Oh wow, yeah, that's just fucking good.
Yeah, and like you can see Kaido's like squishing his face. He's like, it's just a very raw interaction because like Kaido's like got his hand on Nekomamushi's face, like get the fuck off me. It's so good. But I also love that like at first he's being calm and rational. He's like, you guys won't kill me, because Kaido's whole thing is just like standing there and accepting attacks because he's got this like mentality like, hey, if you do kill me, great. I've been looking for a way to die anyway. If not, I'll keep doing my thing. You know what I mean? But then he seems to be having like a. It looks like the combined forces of the Red Scabbards are kind of reminding him of like the ferocity of Odin, because he has like this vision of Odin. So I have a feeling that what we're gonna see next chapter is like they probably got like a little scratch on him. They drew a little bit of blood, and then he's gonna be like, wow, goddamn, good shit.
Never forget, if it wasn't for the stupid old lady, Oda would have won.
Yeah. And I love that. I love imagining that fact has haunted Kaido for a long time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he killed. I love that line where he's like, "Yeah, killed that bitch. Fuck her."
Yeah, bro. Like you don't realize that Odin would have won if it wasn't for that cheap shot.
It's fucking wild. It really is. Oh my god. Hashtag Odin would have won. Seriously.
So hashtag Odin. Yo, bro, yo. Yeah, you gotta do this up flat.
That's the new Bernie would have won. Hashtag Odin would have won.
I remember that hashtag. We made a whole hashtag. We even told David to get in on it.
Had to, bro. It was some fucking filth. The world needed to know.
We're not as popular yet to get that shit trending, bro.
I want it. I would love if that got trended.
Like lightning Nux Taku level, bro. We could hit up Nux Taku and be like, "Yo, Nux."
I'm hoping to get to a point where like I want to improve our content to the point where it's like I feel comfortable showing it to someone, and then I'm gonna cash in that favor, that long-standing favor I have with Tekken 101, and I'll be like, yeah. Get it. I can't be an ass and ask to get us on Rant Cafe because that's not his podcast. But like I don't know. I'll just basically I think I'm just gonna like low key like very vaguely ask him like as a like blanket terms ask him like what is the best way for us to like improve our like up our numbers, all that shit. What advice do you have for us? Yada yada yada. That's probably what I'll ask.
Oh yeah, so I give this chapter.
And for new fans, by the way, the reason I have a favor with Tekking is because I was one of his first 1,000 subscribers. I'm friends with him on Facebook and all that shit. And a couple years back, I sent him an autograph from Nostalgia Critic because he was at my con, so I sent him that. And he messaged me back in a very cool way. He let me, you know what? I'm getting the exact words. I don't want to fucking quote him. I don't want to quote him wrong. I'm not doing this to brag. I'm doing this because this fucking message gives me the big happy feels. Because it's like, wow, that's fucking cool as fuck. Say what you're saying while I look this up real quick.
Yeah, so I give this chapter a 9.
Oh, shit.
Very good stuff. It's good to be back. So I actually have to get ready for work. So Red can end us off while I do that. Everyone have a good day. Red, I will see you tomorrow for Dr. Stone.
Oh, you heading out for work right now?
Yeah.
All right, peace to you, my friend.
All right, and enjoy and down luck,
Oh, we already did that review. That's up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Enjoy it.
All
and
right.
Goodbye.
Have a good day at work, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Bye. Okay, I'm looking through my messages with him right now. I don't know if you guys care, but I do. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here it is. So I sent him that thing, and I said, great talking to you, man. And October 31st, 2018, he said, you too. Ever need anything? Just let me know, man. And I was like, fuck. That's wow. and like, I don't say that to like brag or anything. He's a really good guy. Like props to him. And so, and I have an interesting history with teching. I think I've mentioned this before. I used to have a solo channel, and I did like live reactions when I was like in high school. And he, one time he was doing a Twitch stream. This is back when he was on Twitch. And he knew me very well because I was one of his like first fans. And someone went on there with like my username, and he thought it was me, so he modded the person. But then of course it wasn't me, and then they were just like banning people, and it was a whole thing. So for a long time I got like a bunch of hate from that, people assuming it was me. He felt really bad about it. He kept trying to like help me out, and like he would leave comments on there like, this isn't him, this isn't the guy, but it never stopped it. And as a sensitive like early high schooler, I deleted my channel. I was like, okay, I was getting comments like, fuck you, kill yourself, fat asshole, yada yada. All these factors in mind, my hope, my dream is I build this channel up to a point where it's like, of a high enough quality for me to be proud of, and then show that shit to Teching and be like, hey, remember me? I'm the guy that had a channel. Well, now I'm doing a channel with my boys. It's high quality. Help a brother out. How are we gonna do this? Get me like a shout out. Get me a fucking appearance. I'm hoping. I'm not gonna be mad if he doesn't, because he doesn't owe me anything. But it would be very cool. That's my plan. But I'm taking my sweet time because I want to like up the production value here, because as of now it is literally just a static image and voices, but we have our winning personalities, of course. Anyway, love you guys, peace, hope you enjoyed all the tangents. Jesus Christmas cracker Christ, sorry about how long this one is. Bye.